Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm John Seiler, the proud principal of Memorial Middle School. Welcome to our commencement for the class of 2015. First things first, please switch your cell phones to silent and note that the fire exits are through the doors you came in that far corner, and behind me on either side of this platform. And please, all rise and face the flag as Fiona Connolly, Emily Duyard, Thomas Gilberti, Julia Lind, Erica Matson, and Sabrina Prue sing our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Next, I'd like to introduce Dylan Post, who will be speaking for the class of 2015.
Good evening. Time is running out, and there is nothing we can do about it. Our years, 3 whole years at Memorial, are drawing to a close, like the fourth quarter of a football game. But middle school is just that, a football game. But we will come out of this game as better people. I believe Ben Bernanke said it best when he said, if your uniform isn't dirty, then you really haven't played the game. Each and every one of our once clean, pressed uniforms have been tarnished with stains. Stains of what we did and what we learned in our time as middle schoolers. These battle scars from the awkward years of middle school made us who we are today. We began our career as middle schoolers with high hopes. We gave ourselves pep talks on the first day of school. We were fresh off the high of being top dogs of elementary school. But when the bus skidded to a stop, we were greeted by a stadium we had never experienced before. It was an alien world we were all thrust into, whether we were ready or not. We were the visitors in this stadium, and for the first time, we had to take responsibility for our own well-being. We navigated the halls, dodging and weaving around those big bad 8th graders, standing taller than the rest of us, like the linebackers every running back faces. They had survived in the stadium for 3 years and looked like gods to us. The first quarter had just begun. It was open season on limitless tests and challenges that we all had to face as a team. We formed a bond with our new team in places like nature's classroom, where we practiced working and thinking like a team as the week progressed. That week, we didn't have parents to guide us. We had coaches. They practiced tough love any chance they got, giving us a brief resentment of them. However, we came to realize that they were just helping us become the well-rounded students and people we are right now. With more help that year from teachers like Mr. Morris, who could find a comedic angle in the most subtle and mundane topics. They made the beating we took as 6th graders less painful and took the edge off of the adjustments we faced in our first year in Memorial. As our 6th grade year was coming to an end, we'd adopted a new attitude toward this football game. Although we'd taken quite a beating, we picked ourselves up and got ready for the next 3 quarters. Then came 7th grade, where there was no mercy. As we came into our new positions, we realized that Memorial still had a few trick plays to run. We ate last, had an overnight field trip, and were dismissed after everybody else. Our uniforms were covered with grass stains from the initial fall into 6th grade, but we came to admire them as they resembled a more innocent version of ourselves that kept changing every day. In each step of this never-ending game of middle school, we continued to connect with teachers who could give us feedback to refine our game and continue to help us become better people. People like Mr. Walsh brought life into the first period of the day and made us want to pay attention and want to retain as much information as we could, despite our tiredness. He helped us push ourselves to our educational limits, and in one of the hardest years of our school, we took hit after hit of the ever-growing workload until the whistle blew, sending us to the locker room for halftime. Then came a pivotal 2 months in our middle school careers. We experienced the most growth at this time. We came to be comfortable with this once enormous stadium. It didn't feel as alienated anymore. We were finally confident in our soon-to-be positions as the big, bad top dogs of the school. Everything was perfect. Little did we know that it was the calm before the storm. It was the last quarter of our lives as Memorial students. It was time to make one final leap. As we strapped up our helmets for the last year together, we each noticed new scratches and dents, each holding a special place in our hearts, continuing to remind us of the frightened 6th graders and the indifference and slight resentment of being a 7th grader. My football coach, Earl Harwell, always says, "We play for the 4th quarter, boys." We played for these final moments. We played to get our grades up and to impress high schools outside of Pomperog. We lived our lives up until now, waiting for those final moments, to be those once big bad 8th graders we always imagined ourselves as. After a long and painstaking year, we were excited. We were rewarded for all our hard work in this 3-year-long game at Memorial with a trip to our nation's capital. Our responsibility kept increasing to prep us for the 4 years that lay ahead. But we couldn't do it alone. Like every other year, we had teachers to help us dominate this game. Teachers like Mrs. Martland, who made math not so scary and not so disorienting. By the time that our final whistle sounded, ending our middle school years, we were fearless, knowing that we had dominated and tackled our old fears whether it be just regular math or shyness around new people. Now, here we stand. That awkward silence after the game is over, where part of you is excited to regroup and focus on the next game, and the other part of you is sad that the game's over. We're all heading in such different ways. Most will go up to Pomperog, while others seek exciting opportunities like boarding in private schools. As we head forward into the years that await us, we take one final look at our uniforms. The grass and dirt stains seem to have doubled in size. The helmet is chipped down to the aluminum, and a gaping hole sits in the hem of the jersey. Instead of being repulsed, all we can do is smile. All these memories will last even after we do the laundry and even after we fix the hole in the helmet. But the hole in the jersey doesn't need to be repaired. It's the most prominent reminder to come back and visit those who made us the proud people we are right now. To go back to the stage where your friend and you danced around like idiots in tuxedos. To go back to the room that inspired you to learn a foreign language. Today, we leave here knowing that our lives were affected here at Memorial. Now it's just time for our next game, our next stepping stone in that road to glory, high school.
Thank you, Dylan. Nicely done. We had many other students write great speeches for this evening. I'd like the audience to join me in recognizing 3 top finalists. Please stand: Rachel Ali, Emily Adami, and Marina Matosa. And now I have 2 short vignettes from my own preteen and teen years to share with the graduates, each one ending with a little moral to the story. Vignette number 1, my first girlfriend and my tie clip. When I was a 6th grade student at Bunker Hill in Waterbury, I met and became enchanted by what was to be my first girlfriend, Betty Lee Mitchell. As her name hints, she was a popular and cute blonde, and our relationship, which pretty much involved talking to each other at recess and passing notes in class, evolved to the point that I offered the supreme symbol of lasting schoolboy love. I gave her my tie clip. For those of you who haven't had the pleasure of using a tie clip, realize that back in the 60s, boys wore collared shirts and ties pretty much every day to school. And the tie clip was used to keep the ends of the tie neatly together. When you wanted to signal your romantic relationship to one of your classmates, the boy gave his tie clip, and every day thereafter, the girlfriend would clip it onto the collar of her blouse. And so our romance, which almost never actually included seeing each other out of school, went on for several months, right up to the end of 6th grade. Then, as luck would have it, we both got invited to an end-of-the-year party at a classmate's house. And I was finally able to show our friends what true romance looked like. I was so very excited as I made my big entrance into the basement rec room full of friends, looking cooler than cool, and I scanned the room for Betty Lee. Spotting her on the other side of the room, I made my way toward her with eager anticipation, when her best friend unexpectedly stepped in my path, put out her hand, dropped my tie clip into my hand, said, "Sorry, but Betty Lee broke up with you last night," unbeknownst to me, "and she's now going out with Bobby." That's when I noticed a different tie clip on Betty Lee Mitchell's collar, and my first romance ended with a resounding thud. Moral of this story: beware, your first romantic girlfriend or boyfriend is just that, an exciting and completely predictable experience. So be prepared for the unexpected. Vignette number 2. Several months later, in the first week of my freshman year, now we're fast forwarding to 8th grade, sorry. In the first week of my freshman year at John Kennedy High School in Waterbury, my mom forced me to try out for the swim team. This was shocking because this was one of the few times in my adolescent life when my mother didn't ask me, she told me what to do. You see, usually being the sly and manipulative young boy I could usually wriggle my way out of any such parental directive. However, this time I realized her stern look and tone of voice. It was very clear that this time there was no chance negotiating with her. Being a mediocre swimmer at best, I struggled most of the first swim season, basically to not drown. I could swim thanks to some of the lessons at the YMCA, but the swim team at Kennedy just happened to be one of the best in the state of Connecticut. In fact, that first year we won the state championship with absolutely no help from me. Every day after school, I got very wet, very exhausted, and if I was lucky, during an actual swim meet and the opposing team was really bad, the coach would put me in a slow lane and let me learn how to compete. I'll also never forget the bus trips to the other schools for swim meets. The upperclassmen on the bus enjoyed terrorizing and dragging the freshmen to the back of the bus, seeing if they could tie us into the shape of a soft pretzel or stuff us into sports bags, while the coach sat in the front seat behind the driver and read the newspaper. And so, with the exhaustion, beatings, and drownings being my introduction to high school team sports, you would think I'd have the sense to quit. But I didn't quit. And it led me on a path I never could have expected. You see, swimming on a team helped me get a job at the YMCA teaching swim lessons. Dramatic pause. Which then helped me get a job as a junior counselor at the Y Camp in Watertown, which led to a position as a swimming instructor and lifeguard at the same camp. And then 5 years later, I became the waterfront director, and then 2 years later, I became the summer camp director. While all of this was going on for 9 years, I enjoyed working with kids so much and running the camp so much, I decided to become a teacher. And after 12 years of teaching, I was offered a job as an administrator. And so my pathway started with that one tryout freshman year, and I hope you try the same kind of experience. This long-winded story has several morals. Number 1, don't bother to argue with your mother. She'll always be right. 2, don't be afraid to try something new. It might be the beginning of a pathway to your future career. 3, don't give up, even if you think you're drowning. Hang in there. The rewards for perseverance may be just around the corner. Okay, change of topic. 2 magical moments for me while in Washington, D.C. with this 8th grade. First, we've been going to a play called Sheer Madness at the Kennedy Center for several years. Parents, if your 8th grade child actually talked to you, you would know that the play is a murder mystery set in a hairdressing salon, staffed by some of the craziest characters you could ever imagine. Once the murder has been committed, the actors interact with the audience quite a bit, asking the audience for clues and theories in an attempt to identify which actor on stage is the real murderer. As you might expect, our students really enjoy getting and taking verbal jabs with the actors during this interactive portion. Well, this year, one of our louder and more exuberant girls struck a nerve of one of the actors when she accused and disrespected the hairdresser character by the name of Barbara DeMarco. Just a few seconds later, hairdresser Barbara dramatically stopped and stared back with the most disrespectful look at this memorial girl, glaring at her and shouted, "Hey, Cupcake, looking like that, you're no one to talk." And so our 8th grade graduate, Summer Miller, will now be remembered as Memorial's infamous Cupcake. Summer, you want to take a stand? Fast forward to day 3 in Washington. Friday morning, I told my 2 rooms of 4 boys each to set their alarms the night before, and as a backup, request a 6 o'clock wake-up call from the front desk, because they needed to have their bags packed for a quick exit after breakfast. As usual, I got myself ready and at 6:30 headed down the hallway to the closest of the 2 rooms. I knocked on the first door, and one of the boys opened the door and said they'd be ready in a minute. I felt very good about that. So I went down the hall to the second of my boys' rooms and knocked on the door. No answer. So I knock again. No answer. Wait another 30 seconds. Knock again. Finally, the door slowly opens. And there, a vision that still haunts me today, are 4 bleary-eyed boys stumbling around in their boxer shorts. Needless to say, I knew who didn't pack the bags, didn't set the alarms, and didn't arrange for a wake-up call. And it's going to take a few months for me to shake that image out of my mind. In closing, thank you, Memorial Class of 2015. It's been a pleasure working with you for 3 years, and we wish you the best during your high school years. Be proud of your many accomplishments in academics, athletics, and in the arts, and continue to achieve like you have so far. Thank you. I'd like to now start announcing the graduation awards for the class of 2015. We're going to be abbreviating the description of the awards, but you can find the full description in your program. Graduates, when your name is called, please stand and remain standing. Members of the audience, please hold your applause until all of the recipients for each award are standing. The Memorial Middle School PTO Academic Awards. Memorial PTO awards $25 who have distinguished themselves as outstanding students in the following areas: science, math, algebra, French, Spanish, U.S. history, and English. Students are chosen for their awards based on interest in the subject and contribution to class discussions, as well as their overall effort and achievement in the subject. First awards: science, Paige Moffitt and Lauren Neiser. Math, gotta hold your applause. Math, Michael Traeger and Max Chabot. Algebra, Luke Naylor and Usman Rahman. French, Paul Zdankowicz and Victoria Williams. Spanish, Kelsey Savoy and Gabriela Gagas. U.S. history, Paul Zdankowicz and Olivia Hermanot. And finally, in English, Kirsten Prochko and Jack Messina. Congratulations. The Middlebury Board of Selectmen Award presents a $50 cash award to the student who attains the highest scholastic average. Congratulations to Terrence Dumoulin. Now I'd like to introduce Mr. Fran Brennan, former director of the University of Connecticut and representing the Region 15 Board of Education.
Good evening. Congratulations to the parents, grandparents, and the friends of the class of 2015. It's my honor to announce the following awards. The Cass Award for Middle School, the Connecticut Association of Schools. The award, special recognition to an 8th grade boy and girl who have demonstrated consistent scholastic achievement and who have contributed leadership and service to their school. And the awards are to Terrence Dumoulin and Lily Sinich. Please stand. Thank you. The CASP Award, the Connecticut Association of Public School Superintendents and the Litchfield County Superintendents Association present an award to two students who, two students who are active in community service and service to others, academic prowess, leadership service to the school and to the community. And the awards are given to Cassie Riley and William Lowry. William. The Connecticut Superintendents Association and the Western Connecticut Superintendents Association give awards and these awards are presented to two students who are active in the community, community service, service to others, academic prowess, and leadership service to the school community. Gabriella Gagas. Gabriella. And Andrew Crenane. Andrew. Thank you very much. And one comment to the gentlemen of this class. That tie clip was actually a paper clip.
Good evening. My name is Carl Buckley. I'm an 8th grade history teacher. At this time, we'd like to acknowledge the following students for their dedication to academics through their participation in and success earned at various state and national competitions. We'd like the following students to stand to be recognized at this time. National History Day competition, Lindsay McDonald, Summer Miller, and Paige Moffett. They competed at the State of Connecticut competition in 2015. They won the outstanding entry for primary sources in the junior division. They were winner of the outstanding entry in maritime history in the junior division. Cassie Riley, Jackie Tavoletti, and Jade Zank. They were first place in the state competition's junior group exhibition. Their group exhibit was called Thomas Hopkins Gallaudet, the American School for the Deaf, and has been selected by Connecticut State Project to be displayed at the Smithsonian Bering History Museum on June 17th, 2015, which is tomorrow. They'll be driving to Washington, D.C. after the dance today. Samia Hawk, Dielza Ismaili placed second in the New Haven District competition and represented us at the state competition. Patriot Pen winner at the district level, second place, Terrence Dumoulin. Please welcome Madam Ganti, who will be acknowledging the next group of students.
The following students are recognized for their honors status at the national level based on their achievement in the National French exam. The silver medal was awarded to Paul Zdankowitz, Andrew Bike, Victoria Williams. The bronze medal was awarded to Terrence Dumoulin, Benjamin Bowler, Riley Fitzpatrick, and Lillian Senich. And the following students received the honorary mention certificate: Walker Morris, Vincent Graziano, Caleb Williams, Melody Liu, Kirsten Prochko, Isabella Genovese, Aidan Henry, Dielza Ismaili, Jason Von Kulin, Paige Moffett, and Patrick Nove. And now Mrs. Debe will present the next award.
The President's Award for Educational Achievement recognizes students that show outstanding educational growth, improvement, or commitment while at Memorial Middle School. Isabella Azar Brandeis, Allie Brown, Hannah Brown, Daniel Collette, Madison Gettings, Alexander Hummel, Dielza Ismaili, Laura Ismaili, Julia Lind, Nora Machin, Kirsten Prochko, Brianna Quinn, Rebecca Quinones, Cassandra Riley, Samantha Rosen, Alicia Tedesco, Thomas Thorpe, and Kevin Zapor. Congratulations. Mrs. Cassidy will now come to the podium to present the next award.
The Principal's Award for Academic Success recognizes the consistent commitment to and achievement of high academic standards. These students have achieved honors every marking period while at Memorial Middle School. Emily Adami, Rachel Alley, Lexi Anderson, Michaela Bedard, Chase Breyer, Isabella Bunton, Andrew Bike, Benjamin Cernek, Max Chabot, Julia Dzinski, McKenna Ellsworth, Olivia Farina, Ethan Fisk, Riley Fitzpatrick, Christopher Ford, Camden Frizora, Gabriella Gagas, Isabella Genovese, Joshua Gilbert, Thomas Gilberti, Vincent Graziano, Samia Hawk, Olivia Hermanot, Isabella Kay, Andrew Corain, William Lowry, Marina Matazzo, Lindsay McDonald, Emma McAvoy, Somer Miller, Abigail Miskella, Paige Moffett, Kyle Moser, Jillian Murray, Morgan Murray, Luke Naylor, Jacqueline Pugliese, Usman Rahman, Eric Rosenheim, Sam Ruff, Kelsey Savoy, Jack Chavone, Patrick Schminke, Paige Sanito, Andrew Stiblow, Stephen Sullivan, Michael Traeger, Jason Von Kulin, Tyler Williams, Victoria Williams, Gabrielle Young, Jade Zenk, Paul Zdankowicz, and Patrick Zimke. Congratulations. And now Mrs. Santa Maria to present the next awards.
The President's Award for Educational Excellence recognizes the consistent commitment to and achievement of high academic standards. These students have demonstrated exceptional academic achievement, earning high honors every marking period while at Memorial Middle School. Benjamin Bernard, Benjamin Bowler, Stefan Bescheider, Miranda Bueno, Fiona Connolly, Nathaniel D'Onofrio, Terrence Dumoulin, Aiden Henry, Dylan Casitas, Angela Knowles, James Lewis, Melody Liu, Ethan McNamara, Jack Messina, Carson Moore, Lauren Nizer, Sabrina Prue, Jane Snyder, Lillian Senich, Brian Spinner, and Jacqueline Tavaletti. Please welcome Mrs. Elbin to the podium.
The Commendable Achievement Award. Memorial Middle School presents a $50 award to an individual who has maximized his or her academic potential. This individual has achieved academic success through his or her own efforts while developing positive relationships with both teachers and peers. I'm proud to give this award to Joshua Gilbert. The Middlebury Police Social Club Award. The Middlebury Police Social Club presents a $50 award to 4 individuals who have contributed to their school, church, and community. Congratulations to Eric Rosenheim, Isabella Kay, Ethan Fisk, and Julia Lind. Mrs. Debe will announce the next awards.
Hello again. The Middlebury Lions Club Award presents 2 checks in the amount of $50 to 2 students who have given outstanding service to their class. Congratulations to Miranda Bueno and Michaela Bedard. The Middlebury Junior Women's Club Award awards a check in the amount of $50 to 2 Middlebury students of the graduating class who have demonstrated service to their community. Congratulations to Isabella Genovese and Tyler Williams. Please welcome Ms. Sedella to the podium, who will present the next awards.
The Sullivan Jewelers Award. In loving memory of Kathy DeAndrea, Sullivan Jewelers presents a $50 award to both a girl and a boy who have worked very hard all 3 years at Memorial Middle School. These students have displayed tremendous effort and a willingness to help others. The recipients of the Sullivan Jewelers Award are Jason Von Koolen and Kelsey Savoy. The Amar Viswanathan Memorial Award. Amar Viswanathan was a beloved student at Memorial. He was positive, generous, kind, fun to be around, and would light up a room with his very presence. He showed sincere compassion and encouragement for others' troubles without exception. He approached each day with optimism and grace and a happy, cheerful smile on his face. Amar consistently went out of his way to make others happy. This amazing young man demonstrated all of these wonderful characteristics while battling cystic fibrosis. This award is presented to 2 students who best exemplify Amar's optimistic outlook and impact on others. The recipients of the Amar Viswanathan Award are Ben Bernard and Samantha Rosen. Mrs. Santa Maria will present the next award.
The Addison Bree Barrett Award is given in memory of Addison Bree Barrett, 19-month-old granddaughter of former 6th grade teacher Laureen Rado. Addison Bree loved reading books because she was always curious to learn about the new things around her. Reading opened up the world to her and took her places she could not go on her own. A $50 award is given to one student who is motivated not only to read, but also enjoys reading for the simple joy of learning about the world around them. Please congratulate Rachel Alley. I welcome to the podium Madame Ganti and Senora Eustace to present the World Language Service Awards.
The World Language Department of Memorial Middle School presents its Service Award to students who have consistently and enthusiastically dedicated their time to support Spanish and French cultural activities throughout the year. This year, for Spanish, I'm pleased to give this award to Isabella Kay.
And the French award goes to Aidan Henry.
And now Mr. Morris will present the Student Government Award.
The MMS Student Government presents an award in the amount of $100 to a student who has served in the role of classroom representative and exemplifies the indispensable characteristics of a student leader. This individual has demonstrated qualities of leadership, school spirit, and community service. We're more than excited to present this award this year to James Snyder. Congratulations, James. And now I invite Mrs. O'Toole to present the Drama Award.
The Drama Award is a $50 award given to a drama student who has shown great effort and improvement throughout the class. These individuals stood out, they took chances, they lightened the room and defied the fear of performing in front of their peers. They did more than just perform. They wrote and spoke about something that mattered to them with their persuasive speeches. And because of this, they motivated people to be larger than they are. There are 2 students this year who have achieved this, and they are Fiona Connolly and Tom Thorpe. Please welcome Mrs. Mahatchek and Ms. Pinto to the podium for Art Awards.
The Special Art Award is given to students who have displayed extraordinary interest and ability to create. These students have gone beyond to develop their creative talent by working independently when time would allow. They have exhibited exceptional talent and achievement in all areas of art. The following students will receive a $25 gift card to Michael's Arts and Crafts: Melody Liu, Angela Knowles, Carson Moore, and Sabrina Prue.
The Art Service Award. The purpose of this award is to recognize a student or students who, over the past years, have demonstrated a consistent willingness to help in many ways that would ordinarily go unnoticed. In addition to being dedicated to improving art skills, these students have donated many hours to the organization, cleanup, and clerical needs of the art department. The following students will receive a $25 gift card to Michael's Arts and Crafts: Gabrielle Young, Samika Hawk, Danielle DeVerger, Paige Sanito, and Marina Matozo. Congratulations. Representing the music department, please welcome Ms. Mangione and Mr. Ciberon to the podium.
Choral, Band, and Orchestra Music Awards are given in recognition of a student's musicianship, enthusiasm, leadership, and service to a performing group. The Director's Award is given to a student who exemplifies these traits in multiple ensembles, organizations, and events. For the Choral Award, Emily Duyard, Thomas Gilberti, Erica Matson, and Sabrina Prue.
For band, Ethan Fisk and Gabrielle Young. Orchestra Award goes this year to Ben Bowler, Melody Liu, and Alicia Tedesco. Our Director's Award this year goes to Samantha Rosen and Jason Von Cullen. The Randy Rhodes Memorial Music Award is given in memory of Randy Rhodes by the Memorial Middle School Music Department. A gift is given to a superior musician who has demonstrated talent, devotion to music, dedication to the music program, and to his or her personal musical accomplishment. I'm proud to give this award this year to Andrew Bike. Please welcome Ms. Diaz to the podium.
The Coaches Award is given to student athletes who have demonstrated superior skills, leadership, and/or dedication to the team. Please hold all applause until all names have been read for all sports. Softball, Allie Brown and Hannah Brown. Baseball, Jack Messina and Timothy Zupkis. Field hockey, Emma McAvoy. Boys soccer, Chase Breyer. Girls soccer, Emily Adami. Boys basketball, Timothy Zupkis. Girls basketball, Kelly Powers. Cross country, Daniel Collette, Eric Rosenheim, and Gabrielle Young. Middlebury Soccer Association Award. This award presents awards in the amount of $50 and a plaque to 2 students who have consistently participated in soccer. This recognition is based on good sportsmanship, good citizenship, compliance with school policies, and good academic standing. Congratulations to James Lewis and Morgan Murray. Tina M. Kolakowskis Memorial Award. This award is given to an MMS girls soccer player in memory of Tina Kolakowskis. Realizing the extreme need for a middle school girls soccer team, Tina spirited the idea and established Memorial's first all-girls soccer team in 1999, which she went on to coach for 3 years. A $100 award is given to a member of the MMS girls soccer team who has exhibited the highest qualities of team leadership, integrity, school spirit, community awareness, and has maintained high academic grades. Congratulations to Emily Adami. Please welcome Mrs. Sachs to the podium for the final awards for this evening.
The Robert Bona Memorial Award is from Middlebury Basketball, Inc. in memory of the late Robert Bona. Presents a $100 award and a plaque to an individual who participates in sports, demonstrates scholastic achievement, and whose attitude and personality are consistent with the high goals and ideals of a scholar athlete. And this award goes to Andrew Stiblow. The Pete Bernier Award, Memorial Award, Middlebury Basketball, Inc., in memory of the late Pete Bernier, presents a $100 award and plaque to an individual who has and continues to participate in Middlebury baseball. This player's dedication and hard work on the field and positive attitude has made him a model player and a valuable asset to his team. And this award, I'm happy to say, goes to Griffin Brown. Thank you. That's the end of our awards.
Thank you, Mrs. Sachs. I'd like to invite Mrs. Bork to the podium to outline the process for the awarding of commencement certificates.
Good evening. It has been my pleasure to work with this 8th grade class for the past 3 years. Your first day seems so long ago, yet I remember it quite clearly as it was my first day too. Together, we experienced many firsts. My favorite would probably have to be our trip to Nature's Classroom. I could not have asked for a nicer group of students with whom to share my first 3 years at Memorial. I am very honored to be here tonight to announce each of you. In a moment, I will begin reading student names. This is a very special night for everyone here, and we want to make sure that all names are heard and all graduates feel respected. Therefore, please hold all cheering and applause until after all names have been read. I thank you in advance for your cooperation. At this time, we will begin the presentations of certificates for the class of 2015. Priya Abraham. Emily Shea Adami. Rachel Ali. Lexi Grace Anderson. Erica Arcari. Isabella Azar Brandis. Kyle S. Bardelli. Ryan M. Bardelli. Maxwell Gregory Baskins. Michaela Bedard. Delina Balika. Benjamin Michael Bernard. Michael Prescott Berthelsen. Benjamin Xavier Bowler. Chase Breyer. Allie Rose Brown. Hannah Elizabeth Brown. Griffin Toller Brown. Stefan J. Bescheider. Miranda Brano. Isabella Bunton. Andrew J. Bike. Kyle A. Calitri. Mitchell Arthur Calloway. John Paul Caton. Benjamin G. Cernak. Max Allen Chabot. Joey Cristiano. William J. Clifford V. Daniel Michael Collette. Fiona Connolly. Matthew Robert Dawes. Milo John Dario Crowley. Nathaniel Mark D'Onofrio. John Michael Doherty. Emily Lois Duyard. Emma Duffy. Terrence J. Dumoulin. Cameron J. Duss. Danielle Jolie DeVerger. Julia Teresa Dzinski. McKenna Ashlyn Ellsworth. Olivia Grace Farina. Ethan Potter Fisk. Riley Fitzpatrick. Alexander Walden Ford. Christopher Daly Ford. Camden Marie Frisora. Gabriella Sophia Gagas. Isabella Genovese. Madison Taylor Gettings. Joshua David Gilbert. Thomas Joseph Gilberti. Tyler Goodson. Vincent Thomas Graziano. Kevin Gudrian. Samiha Haq. Aiden Henry. Olivia Florence Hermanot. Sam Stewart Holsgruby. Alexander John Hummel. Dielza Ismaili. Laura Ismaili. Dylan Casitas. Isabella Kay. Andrew Corain. Christian Bates Keltson. Angela Marie Knowles. Cody Bryant Leahy. Timothy Leonard. James Paul Lewis. Julia Edith Lind. Melody Liu. William Hobe Lowry. Nora Faith Machin. Marina Matozo. Erica Mary Matson. Harrison Michael McCormick. Lindsay Caroline McDonald. Emma Widman McAvoy. Ethan A. McNamara. Jack Edward Messina. Summer Miller. Daniel Francis Minchella. Abigail Rose Miskella. Paige Arden Moffett. Carson Moore. Kyle Michael Moran. Walker Bertram Morris. Kyle R. Moser. Jillian Murray. Morgan Elizabeth Murray. Luke E. Naylor. Lauren M. Nizer. Patrick Nove. Ryan O'Keefe. Allie Osborne. Timothy James Osborne. Craig Thomas Pearson. Daniel Patrick Parati. Hannah Angelina Paish. Dylan Merrick Polomsky. Dylan Post. Kelly Ann Powers. Kirsten Prochko. Sabrina Nicole Prue. Jacqueline Rose Pugliese. Brianna Catherine Quinn. Rebecca L. Quinones. Usman S. Rahman. Cassandra Rose Riley. Joseph Riley. Jacob Rhodes. Sarah Rinaldi. Gianna Rodriguez. Samantha I. Rosen. Eric M. Rosenheim. Sam W. Ruff. Corbin Alexander Sestemoinen. Kelsey Elizabeth Savoy. Jack Chavone. Patrick Joseph Schmenke. Jane Schneider. Lillian Rose Senich. Jordan Christopher Sepelak. Sean P. Smith. Alexander Solad. Paige Sanito. Brian John Spinner. Andrew James Stiblo. Stephen Sullivan. Jonathan Tapia. Jacqueline Tavaletti. Alicia Marie Tedesco. Jack Teixeira. Thomas Albert Edward Thorpe. Michael Charles Traeger. Gunnar John Van Steenbergen. Connor Allen Vincent. Jason Von Kuhlen. Hannah Grace Walewski. Caleb Williams. Tyler Williams. Victoria Elizabeth Williams. Colleen Mary Worgan. Gabrielle Teresa Young. Jade Catherine Zanuck. Kevin R. Zapor. Harley Zadanis. Paul Zdankowitz. Patrick Owen Zemke. Timothy Norman Zupkis. Congratulations to the Memorial Middle School class of 2015.
Thank you, everybody. Before we end the evening, I'd like all of the memorial staff in attendance to stand and remain standing for a moment and have the audience join me in thanking them for all they've done for the class of 2015. Thank you. I think we've had 8th graders with us more than the parents have, which is a blessing for you, and I'm not sure what for us. But tomorrow, tonight we have the dance, and then tomorrow a trip to Lake Compound. So, and then I think we're winding down after that. Just to let you know, apparently it's still raining, or raining even worse than when you got here. So unfortunately, for the first time in memory, we're going to have the recessional have the students go down the long hallway to the cafeteria of the high school, where we would ask the entire family or one representative from the family to go down and claim your child. And I hope you have your umbrella to get back out to the car. Once again, you've been a wonderful audience. We really appreciate your attention tonight. Thank you very much, and now the students will recess. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a further complication. Just bear with us. Apparently the grad night The graduate night for Pomperaug High School has caused the hallway down to the cafeteria to be narrowed by decorations. So we're going to bring the 8th graders back down this way, and you can claim them out in the foyer area, the hallway, and hopefully be patient and leave with at least one child, and everything will be fine. Thank you very much.